In 2021, Josh Cavallo became the first openly gay footballer in top-flight football. Of course, he plays for Adelaide United. He has hit the headlines again this week, revealing he receives daily death threats because of his decision to do that. Josh joins us now from Adelaide. Good morning, Josh. Thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
Hello, good morning from Adelaide. Thank you for having me.
Josh, this is not easy to talk about, and like I said, we really appreciate it. You must be at the point where you're just scared to open your phone every day.
Look, it's the sad reality. It's nothing new to me, unfortunately. You know, I see this stuff daily, and I don't really like to show this side of things because I feel like it's going to put fear into people that are thinking of coming out. And what I did in 2021 was fantastic and great for myself and for the wider community of the LGBTQ plus community. But it's the reality of it. You know, we're 4 years on now and we're still getting this on a daily thing. So, yeah, unfortunately, it was such a high, but it is the reality of what I'm dealing with from day to day, yeah.
Josh, this is just so sad and it shouldn't be the reality. Before we move on, are you getting the support you need? Have police been involved? I know it's incredibly difficult to track people on social media, and we also know the social media companies often don't help.
Yeah, I have a great support system. I have people that I can speak to and I can reach out and look. This is how I can put it to you. You know, I've been dealing with this now for 4 years. At the start, it was very difficult to receive these messages. And then there's periods of times where they don't even bother me and stuff. But also seeing this constantly in your messages and seeing this constantly, you know, comments about you and towards you, it does eventually get to you. I think it will get to anyone, no matter who you are in this world. So, yeah, look, I like to turn these death threats, such a negative thing, into a positive and try and look on the brighter side of things. You know, I'm living a life I've always wanted to live and it seems to be bothering people. So it's out of my control. And you know what, at the end of the day, I can go to bed and put my head on the pillow and I'm happy and I'm so proud to be who I am, Joshua Cavallo.
You were so brave to do what you did, and you were rightly so celebrated because of that. But I think the reality of what you've been through and what you're telling us this morning and what we're reading, I heard you say there's a mountain of downsides to this because it's not just social media. You've also suffered homophobic abuse from the crowd. What's been the most difficult part of this journey?
Yeah, I think being such a negative experience and receiving, you know, there's good and bad things about it too, because I do have experiences where in my everyday life, you know, people come up to me and I'll be at the local shops or I'll be at a local cafe and a little child would come up to me and know who I am and speak to me and say that I helped guided them and help give them the courage to come out at school, or stuff like that really touches my heart. But then on the other side of the spectrum, you get really negative stuff. And, you know, opening my social media platforms this morning, it was quite disturbing reading the comments that I've got sent my way. But I look at it and I look at those times where people do come up to me when I'm impacting people around the world, whether it's children, whether it's adults, whether it's people older or younger than me, to see the impact it is. It's changing and moving the world. So I try to do my piece in that, although it's bringing a lot of negative connotations. There is also a lot of positives to it.
It's a big weight to carry, Josh. This is a problem in society, but it's a major problem in the football codes. We know there is no openly gay AFL player in the league. What would you say to a player who's listening to you talk now and they're actually weighing up whether to be the first AFL player to come out? They're considering it. Is it worth it?
Yeah, look, I help thousands and thousands of athletes across the world come out or be their guiding support or be their ears to listen to, because I was in their shoes once upon a time. So I know how it feels. There is AFL players and I know that. And it's about guiding them. And, you know, this is the reality. It's just like in anything in your workplace. If you perform or don't perform, there's going to be good and bad things that come your way. And for me, the good outweigh the bad. Yes, it can be challenging at times, but to see the impact and the changes that's happening on the world is incredible. And to see that someone can do that in AFL as well and do what I did in the space of football in AFL would be incredible. So it will be a matter of time, but this is what is happening now is an excuse and is proving the point of why people don't want to come out and why people don't want to be comfortable in their own skin.
Finally, Josh, and just really quickly, we have to let you go. The saddest part of it, as you say, of course there are gay footballers in AFL. We know that, but they're scared to come out. But the saddest thing is their teammates and their clubs are so supportive of them. It's just going outside of that, right? That is the hard part for them.
Yeah, I think that in the public, the things that you see in the teammates and the coaches, that's not going to be the challenge. They're going to be incredible and they're going to be supportive, including their own family. It's the wider community, it's the social media, it's being able for some random person to tap in and send you a message that could be on the other side of the world sitting on their couch and being a troll. So that's the things that will affect people, and it will take a toll on their mental health, and they have to be ready for this and they have to have a good support system. And I'm so lucky that I do, and I can rely on that in times when I don't feel as great. But this is the things that you've got to be prepared to. It's not an easy job. It's not something that anyone could do.
Josh, thank you so much for your time this morning. Our heart goes out to you. It's awful to hear what you've been through over these 4 years, but no doubt you'll have helped someone this morning, that's for sure. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.